Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm Michele Leggio. I'm a Pilates trainer at the Claremont Club and a group exercise instructor. And if you're like me over these past few days, weeks, staying at home, binge watching television, maybe reading a book, sitting in your chair, you're probably not focusing on your posture. So I thought I'd put together a few postural exercises for you to do once, twice, 3 times a day. Here they are. So maybe take a screenshot of that. I'm going to demo each exercise quickly so you'll have an idea. Ideally 10 to 15 reps of each exercise and or hold the position for maybe 30 seconds if it's a stretch. I'll be putting this on a little stand here so you can see it here and there as I demo the exercises one by one. So first of all, you're sitting in your easy chair, you've just been watching The Office or whatever else, and just sit up tall in your chair. And let's get your back, neck, and shoulders in alignment. So engage your core, and right now we're just going to do a little shoulder blade squeeze. So bring your shoulders down and back and together. I like to say bring your right shoulder towards your left back pocket and vice versa. Sitting up nice and tall. We also call this scapular retraction. Hold that position, and then I like to add some chin tucks, so that helps put the neck in its proper alignment as we tend to go forward with our heads most of the day. Rather, we're doing a puzzle, reading a book, playing games, we're forward so much. So if you just press your chin back, you don't even have to touch your chin. In my classes, I call this the anti-kiss. So if you want to pull away from somebody, you're pulling back. So it's not a chin nod, it's a chin tuck. So you're tucking it back. And that helps put your neck in proper alignment. You want to stand up here, nice and long in the body. Come to an open wall. I can still watch my show. Stand up tall on the wall. And this is wall angels. So bring the back of your arms as close to the wall as possible. Shoulder blades down and back, abs contracted, and just lift and lower. So you're familiar with the term snow angel. So this is wall angel. Now a lot of times I like to lower myself. So I'm in a squat position. So I'm holding a wall sit. So we're engaging the lower half of the body here. Abs are still contracted and bracing. And continue to do your wall angels. 3 points of contact here. Buns, back, and head if possible. Standing up, we'll grab our list again. I'll put it here on my little easel. I'm going to go into cat-cow, which is a nice stretch for the back. It also helps just kind of relieve tension as well as give extension to the back. So on all fours here. And all you want to do is exhale around the back, lift up like a Halloween cat, and then inhale, release into cow as you lift the head. So flexion here on the exhale and extension. Moving on to a glute kickback in this position. Just extend one leg with the knee bent and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, your core is braced. If you wanted to make this a little harder, you could put a weight right here in the back of your leg. So lift and lower, and repeat on the other side, of course. We'll go right into a balance exercise, which is great. It's called bird dog. So you're on all fours again. By the way, if this bothers your knees at all, you can always just take a nice pillow, foam pad, whatever you have on hand, and put your knees under. And so this is bird dog. It's a balancing exercise with a lot of core work. So extend one leg, and then the opposite arm. Keep your neck long by looking down. Again, core is nice and strong. If you want to make this move a little more difficult, you can move the appendage. And again, 10 to 15 on each side. Find balance. Your wrist is under your shoulder. Coming back, we'll go right into planks. So planks, you can keep your knees down if you like. Come on out. You want a 45-degree angle here between your hips and your knees. Hold the wrists under the shoulders, and that's plank. If you want it a little more difficult, just tuck the toes under and right into full plank here. Shoulders down and back. You can also do a plank by coming down to your forearms. Back up onto the hands, knees down if you like. Here's just your basic push-up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. And again, you can do this in plank position as well. All right, right onto the list. Supermans are next. Did you get a shot of the list? There you go. So we're in the middle. We're on Supermans. That's where you're going to be completely prone. I'm going to move this pillow out. So prone on your tummy, extend your arms long, lift the legs, pull up your navel, and really engage your core. So kind of draw your rib cage together, lengthen the arm, pull the shoulders into those back pockets, and you're going to lift and lower. Start small and gradually get bigger as you get more comfortable. Looking down to keep the neck long, lift and lower. And that's Supermans. We're going to move on to a nice stretch here. So this is Swan, elbows at your sides, and just lift up. Now again, don't go so high so fast on this one. Do it to comfort, and you'll find on each rep you might be able to go a little bit higher. So inhale, and then exhale to lift. Inhale, hold, and exhale down. Our next stretch is a shell stretch. It feels really good. Very similar to child's pose in yoga. Lengthen through the back. Really nice for the low back here. And come on up, moving down our list. We're gonna lie supine or on our backs. And if you have a mat under you, that's fine, whatever is most comfortable. Knees are bent. We're just gonna go into a basic pelvic tilt. And so you have your neutral spine is the natural curve of the small of your back. And so you have a little space right here. Pretend there's a grape. So to do a pelvic tilt, say the grape is completely whole and intact, by tilting your hips back or posteriorly, you'll kind of squish that imaginary grape. Or if my hand's here, I'm pressing on my hand. And that's just a basic pelvic tilt, really good for the low back. To add on to that, hands at your sides, shoulders down and back, and you're gonna go right up into bridge. And slowly lower. You can pelvic tilt and articulate up the spine, one vertebra at a time, and then slowly come down, and one more. Pelvic tilt and lift. If you want to make that a little more difficult, extend one leg and do a few reps this way. Bend both knees. What do we have next? Hip bridges, hamstring, and calf stretch. So you're still lying here. Just go ahead and lift one leg. Flex the foot, and right here you're stretching through the back of the leg, the hamstring. With the foot flexed, you'll also get your gastrocnemius, also known as your calf. Another leg. And you can have this flexion or not, it's your option. Straight into a figure 4 stretch to help stretch the glutes. Tabletop, one leg, crossover above the knee. So again, they call this figure 4. Great stretch through your piriformis and your glute. Your piriformis sits on your sciatica nerve, so it's a really important muscle to stretch. And again, holding these stretches for a good 30 seconds each side. Moving down the list, we're going to go into a nice butterfly hip opener stretch. So just feet together and just relax. I like to palm up on this one because it actually opens up the chest a little more as well. Close your eyes and enjoy some nice deep breaths. So on the inhale, remember you expand, and on the exhale, you release. Inhale, rib goes wide. Exhale, release. And one more nice spinal twist is just feet back on the floor, knees bent to 90 degrees. And open up the arms here, palms up to a T stretch, and then just let the legs drop to one side. Feels so good down the spine, low back. Couple breaths here, back to center, and then we'll hold the other side. If it's too much for you to drop your knees, you might want to put a pillow here or a block or whatever to support you. As you get used to it, you can remove that pillow. So there you go. One more time, postural workout. I suggest doing it 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anyway, thanks for joining me. My name's Michele Leggio, and we'll see you soon. Take good care of yourself and happy hibernation.